Hi, my name is Lucia and welcome to my allotment journey. So it's May the 9th and the sun is finally shining here. Not sure how it's going to last. Absolutely love it if it lasts a couple of days, weeks would be an absolute bonus. But I think it's time for a May allotment tour. I'm going to start with this corner first, and this is my salad bed. In here I have some spring onions, some chard, which is starting to come through because I actually sowed them direct, along with some lettuces and lots of radish, which from the looks of it, something's been having a little nibble. So yeah, it just shows for some reason, doesn't matter how much netting I use, I always get a little pest. Now here at the moment I don't have anything apart from my celery. I popped 3 of my celery plants in here. Not sure what I'm going to pop there yet, so that's kind of an empty space. In here I have my parsnips along with some leeks. I'm not sure if you can see those leeks, and from the looks of it, because obviously when I sowed some of my parsnips it was a very windy day and I did have a few out of my hands, and from the looks of it I have some rogue parsnips there that have decided to germinate, so I'm not going to complain about that. Then now the traffic, look, I'm right next to a road, which is really annoying, but once it quiets down it's not too bad. Now in here I have my kale. I need to buy some new netting. I'm literally using old netting to cover that at the moment. That's doing really well and it's super happy, along with my peas. And then another little random celery plant. So I was kind of looking for little homes for my celery, so that's gone in this bed also. Then in this bed I have carrots. I did sow some beets in here, but from the looks of that, there seems to be only one. So yeah, not doing too well. I might have to put some more in there. This again is a random lettuce. A couple of leeks down this side here with some carrots that were from, these were sown last August. So they've been like coming out bit by bit, but I have sown other carrots in there, if you can just see there. So they're coming through now, along with some beets in this bed, which they seem to have germinated a lot better in this bed than they have in this bed over here. So I might pop some more seeds in there today and just see what they do. Now this side we have my corn, which I kind of risked a week or so ago popping it in, and it's looking a little bit sorry for itself, but it's still there, so I'm happy. I'm going to pop my pumpkins here. I have 2 pumpkins to go in, so I'm going to put them there, and then when I get the chance to, I have an arch which I'm going to be putting across here. So I've actually got 2 arches, so I'm going to do one in these 2 front beds is going to be a pumpkin arch, and then in the next bed will be a climbing bean arch. So here are my red onions. Yeah, so in this bed I've got my red onions and they seem to have survived, so they're doing well. The second bed in, we have some elephant garlic, as you can see here. These look amazing, so I'm really happy with them. And then we have some shallots. We then have my broad beans, which I think I'm going to start pinching them out now, as they've really produced quite a lot of flowers, so I think they're doing really well. Again, I have 2 random celery plants just kind of like dotted in here also. It's kind of like just find a space for celery. Radish that I've forgotten about, haven't been here, so that sun's really kind of like whooshed them up, so they've come up quite big now. Here I have my Hercules. So yeah, these are my Hercules onions, my Hercules white onions, along with some spinach, which again, I have been using the earth on shell on earth, whatever you want to call them, but I have been getting, I think, a lot of slugs still, because something's really been having a good old nibble on them. Then in this bed, we have space. So we literally have space here, and then we have the second lot of my peas, which aren't looking as healthy as the peas over there, but hopefully they'll come back, just like the other ones. They'll do their thing and they'll bounce back also. Okay, then this here is my plum tree. It's going to have to come down, I've been told, to 6 foot, but they're going to have to wait till winter because I will not be pruning that now. This is my poly. So in this poly here, this year I have decided to keep the cover off. I filled it with lots of flowers, different herb plants, and I'm just going to hope and pray that my grapevine is amazing again like it was last year and I get lots of grapes. So this one here is a red grape, and it has now got a new friend, which is, we just go over here, which is tucked in the corner just there. So that's its new friend that I've added, and that's a white table grape. So I'm hoping eventually that will kind of cross over this side and then they'll meet in the middle. But as you can see, I've got lots of flowers coming through. It has bulbs and so on in here with oh, I'm gonna have to pick those chive flowers off. Can't have that. So yes, chives, parsley, 2 types of parsley there. I've got my curly parsley, then my normal parsley. That seems to be a lot happier than the other parsley. Some sage, coriander, which I have taken lots of that. I love coriander. Do you like coriander with a chili? Anyone else? I don't know if they do it, but you know, we have a chili con carne. I do like to have some coriander on top of that. Here we have my oregano. This is my fennel, and then tucked away there is rosemary. And again, this is an absolutely beautiful plant that my niece bought me for my birthday last year, and it's just stunning at the moment. Those flowers have really come out, so I love the fact that I've got some colour on my plots. Then over here I've got my fruit bushes with my rhubarb, which I've had lots of that. So I've had 2 rhubarb crumbles now, and then I have more herbs. So the lavender's coming up. I've got 2 types of lavender in there, sage in there, and I think there is actually, hang on, if we sneak round, let's have a look. There is some, yes, there it is. We've got some thyme in there, which is now starting to flower. So I think I'm going to let this whole section here just go to flower, and this here is like my pear tree that I popped in late last year. So that's doing really well. Again, more herbs over that side with flowers that are coming through. Now these salad beds aren't doing as well as my other one. Now this did have spring onions in. Seems to be only a couple that have survived and not been taken from the looks of it. A couple of beets, and I do think soil makes a massive difference, because I've noticed that the radish in this bed is not as good as the radish in the bed over there. Now I've been having loads from that bed over there, but this is just yeah, completely different. So I do think I can't wait to actually have my own compost, because at the moment I'm not too pleased with that. Here I've got my mint, so I kept it in a pot because I do not want that all over my plots. In here I have some lettuce in there. I might just have to take the fleece off now because I don't actually know what it's doing, so that could come off. Then I have again some more onions with some more spinach and my little wildlife section. Now these are meant to be, gosh, I can't remember what they're called now. I really need to do some weeding, let those bits of grass can come out. These again were some giant white onions, and I'm trying these for the first time. So last year was my first time of growing onions, and I did the Hercules, which I've stuck to again this year. But these are my new sort of, like, haven't tried them along with my red onions. These looking very sorry for themselves, and again they are netted in there, but something has got in and had a good old nibble on them. So these are my Brussels sprouts, and then in the middle I do have some collies, but I'm not sure if they'll actually survive or not, but we will see. These don't look too bad this side, so they look pretty happy. So it's just going to be just wait and see what happens. Even if I get 2 of them, I'll be really pleased with that. And then what do we have here? We have my apple tree, and oh look, little ladybug. Can you see that? Is it not gonna? Oh no, it's not zooming very well. But yep, this is my apple tree that I inherited. And then here is my potato bed. It's gone absolutely crazy, along with some climbing beans that they've come up now as well. I'm going to have to cover those potatoes, which is fine because I've got quite where those beans have come up quite well. I could get like another layer on and hopefully get them covered, and the beans will still be fine to grow up this arch. So again, I've got climbing beans here to go up. The cover still hasn't gone on to my greenhouse yet, so I need to find a new greenhouse. This was my new flower bed, which I created from the old crate that I had, which was meant to be a compost bin, but obviously I was gifted one and I decided, you know what, instead of getting rid of it, or I was told that I could have put it on the allotment bonfire if I wanted to, but I just thought it's such a waste, so I've gone for a flower bed. So that should be lovely. I've got some oh goodness, some lupins in there mixed in with a few other bits, so you know they should come back each year, so that would be stunning. Can't wait for that to do its thing. I've got some of my pumpkins there that need to go in, which I'm going to pop in over there today, a couple of them. My strawberries still have not gone onto their stand. I'm a little bit worried, obviously after what happened. I wanted to really wait and see, you know, if we didn't want any more. Oh look, we have a little strawberry. I didn't want any more wind, because that was a bit upsetting to turn up that day and find them. My little junk section, guys. This is the dumping ground of the plot. So, but if you can see there, look, we have some strawberries coming through, which is absolutely amazing. I actually forgot about my my new little apple tree that I popped in myself. A couple of flowers down there, along with some more coriander. It was that kind of moment where I was like, I need a home. And that's why the coriander ended up being there. I do have some sweet pea, which I'm hoping bounces back and will eventually cover that trellis. But that is pretty much my small little plots. So that was my May allotment tour, and I have to say, compared to last month, it is a massive improvement on here. Things seem a lot happier and are, you know, gradually kind of getting on their way and being where they should be.